Hey guys, what is going on? It's Delrith. I've been playing RuneScape pretty much as long as I can remember, but almost all that time, it's been on a normal account. I finally hit the point where I've done the things I set out to do on my main, so I decided to switch things up, and I started an Ironman. I wanted to actually record the whole journey this time, and I'm posting it on here. Fair warning to anyone who stumbles across this. You're going to be learning how to edit with me. I've never done anything like it before, so just like this account, it is brand new. And this time around, I'm not following any guides for efficiency or trying to play the fastest way possible. I've played this game my whole life, and I just wanted to build off my own experiences and figure out things as I go along and putting together in my own head. I'm going to be making mistakes, but I'm going to be enjoying the process. And I guess without wasting any more time, let's get into it. All right. Here we go. Let's tell you. All right, let's go. This is new. I'm excited. I'm super excited. All right, this is it's been a while since this is new for me. First time in Lumbridge, with nothing. Uh, first thing first, we're gonna go to the bank and offload some stuff, and then we're gonna get a plan together from there. So just off the rip, and the me doing this the first time through. This is overwhelming as I was getting settings together and trying to formulate a plan, added a few of my friends. This is overwhelming, and then you you get to the bank and there's 25 coins in there. Um, yeah, you start processing and you realize all the things you want to do and all the things you need to get. Now you're gonna get them, and then you have a shrimp and 25 coins. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I think the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna be a good little boy. We are gonna run over here to the mage tutor. We're gonna drop our runes, and we are going to pick up some more runes because I think the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get some beginner starter cash, and then go buy runes and try to do lava dragons because I think we're gonna try to get maybe a little luck on a drop and get some money, so then we can have a nice little, nest egg, so we can start building from there. Perfect example of just like not playing this game for efficiency and just fun, and I'm just trying to figure it out, and I'm gonna make mistakes. I need to make money to go eventually to Varrock to buy runes to kill lava dragons. So I start thieving. I'm getting touched up thieving. So what do? I go get shrimp. I cook the shrimp, and I try thieving again. I do thieving and realize, why don't I just do the stronghold of security and get the 10k? Jesus, Delrith, what are we doing? So we do the strongest security. Tap, tap, tap these doors. One, two. Eat a shrimp or two, and we're good. From here, I think because we're on the way to the magic shop anyway, I think we get started on Gertrude's cat where we finish Gertrude's cat, so we can start turning in these cats so we could get death runes somehow. Yeah. All right. So you guys know the deal. We click the blue, we run with the red, and we finish Gertrude's cat. And we run and we pick up just enough runes so we could go to Hill Giants. Just honestly, just from because this is nostalgic to me, and it's the quickest place I can get it. We pick up a giant key on our first kill here. We just wanted to get 5 magic to to go do lava dragon so we could have water strike instead of wind strike. Pick up a giant key, first kill. I ain't mad at it. And this is the realization that we're having of how expensive wanting to get high alch first and very early is going to be because of all these runes. I'm hoping killing lava dragons to get the magic level while, on the side getting the chance of something that's going to earn us a quick bit of big money early is going to be a huge help. But we're only buying a few strikes at a time just because we don't want to, put money into it and lose it when we're out there. So we're only buying a few, we're testing it out, and we're seeing how it goes from here. So as we're heading into the wilderness and walking there, I mean walking. This felt like a good time to talk about what I'm actually hoping to get out of these lava dragon kills. Obviously, the main goal is to get magic XP so we could get to the high alch mark. But once I started looking at the drop table, I realized I didn't want to sell absolutely everything like I originally thought. Um, there's actually I'm considering this lava battle staff. It's a 1 in 42 drop, and if I'm planning on going magic on the long term, at least for a little bit till high alch, that's something actually I'm considering holding on to. And then I saw Runite bolts. They drop it at 1 in 21, but they drop them 30 at a time. I'm thinking if I could maybe get a few of those, it would be huge early on. Um, and yeah, something I guess I wouldn't have thought about on the main 30 Rune Knight bolts, but now I'm considering like, do I just stack them forever throughout the entirety of this account? All right, this will be the test right here. We're manually casting, so we'll see how this goes. Our first strike. A two? Okay, all right. We could do a two into a five. All right, it looks like we're hitting. It looks like we're hitting. I think we're gonna be okay here. I don't know how long these kills are going to take, but it looks like we are hitting. Okay, let's see here. One more. Come on. Come on now. Don't do me like this. We were just hitting. Okay, a six. All right, I think we're gonna stay here. I think we're gonna stay here. We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna get these kills too. All right, yeah. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna see how these goes. Um, one thing I'm already thinking about actually these bones. I'm wondering if it's going to be worth me saving them and then going to the chaos altar and seeing if we can get the quicker levels that way. I know it's a risk, but as we're early level, it might be worth going over there to get closer and closer um, to those protection prayers. Um, I guess because yeah, magic level 8. I think we're just gonna do a little time skipper, and I'll give you a summary of all the levels we get just on one kill. And that's 13 magic, which is huge because that gives the account Fire Strike, which isn't going to be great here. But let's see, a lava scale, dragonhide, lava dragon bones, and a looting bag. A looting bag isn't bad. A looting bag, we come back here and we figure out how many runes and stuff we're spending. Maybe we could come back here for longer trips and everything like that. So a looting bag isn't, you know, maybe coping, but isn't the worst thing in the world. We wanted almost anything else. But we're gonna keep on going. But yeah, we got 13 magic, and not only that, so that's 5 magic levels, 1 kill. We got from 7 to 9, 2 combat levels in 1 kill, and we got a hit points level. So I'm not mad at it. It was 1 kill. We're gonna stay here for a little bit. This is our very next kill. Already, our max hit is a 12 compared to a 6 last time. If we could just get something on top of the experience we're getting, this would have been a big payoff. I mean, it's helping us get to that high alch. Here we go. Please. Runite bolts. I mean, we were talking about Runite bolts earlier. If we could get that a few more of those, hmm, so we're gonna fast forward through a few of these kills. I'm not gonna show you every single one. Um, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to edit these, so you'll probably see a few different styles and ways as I'm moving forward on the next few videos. But either way, after everything is said and done, this actually worked out pretty well. We started this grind at 8 magic. We gained 22 levels and got 30 magic. We started at 11 hit points, gained 12 levels, got 23 hit points. And combat wise, we started with 7, gained 12 levels, and finished with 19 combat. And for like an early level Ironman, it feels nice to not feel so squishy, a little more solid this early on. Um, on top of that, we ended up getting around 10 or 11K back with all the stuff that we sold back to shops and general stores and things like that. Nothing crazy, but we got like rune nines and runes and stuff like that, a bunch of small items. But we were able to sell them off. when you look at it that way, I guess the experience paid for itself. We got 30 magic, so it's inching us close to that um, high outcome mark. But it feels like a win at this point. It's not massive profit, but we'll take it. And I know we were just talking about hit points and how we're sitting at 23 now, so I should feel a little more sturdy. But honestly, I kind of just really like the idea of going through and not feeling so feeble, like everything's just gonna hit me with something crazy that's gonna do damage for real. So I think the next best move is for us to go over to the witch's house, knock out that quest, grab a little more hit points experience. Nothing crazy, and just feel a little more comfortable as I'm moving around as I go forward. I also would not be surprised if this kind of turns into a short little questing session, and I knock out some of these quests here that'll, get us a little more combat experience in our combat stats and feel a little solid from there, and then we can really go from whatever direction we're feeling from there. But I think that's where I'm leaning right now. Now over at the witch's house, y'all know what's going on here. We hit this little witch with the Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus. We hit him with that. We gone, can't even see us. Next step. Now we come up here, we safe spot a few of these uglasses, and then we get to finish in the quest. I remember this quest as a kid and never registering that like you should do it really, really early because you get that early hit points experience. I forget what level you get to, but you get a lot early on. So it's just funny to do it now as early because I remember never doing it. So I know I said after Witch's House it would probably start us off on a little little questing trip. But I like to think I'm a man of my word. So that's exactly what we did. We started a waterfall quest because honestly, I feel like you gotta. We knocked out waterfall quests. Did we get one tap by a giant or not? I will not say. Maybe, maybe not. But after finished waterfall quest, we got 13, almost 14k attack and strength experience, which puts us at 30 attack and 30 strength. And that moves us up to 27 combat, which is absolutely huge for the account. And then after that, we move straight into Plague City. We did Plague City. I know it's not one of those quests that doesn't feel flashy when you're doing it, and it doesn't really feel like a big milestone, but it matters because Plague City lets us do Biohazard. And once Biohazard is done, that completes the requirements we need for the Ardoin Diary, which gives us the Cloak 1, which is absolutely huge. It cannot be understated. So then we finish Biohazard, and then we knocked out the last little thing for that cloak. We got to go do Rune Mysteries. And once that's all wrapped up, we are going to go grab the Ardoon Cloak, and at that point, I feel like we are way more set up and way more stable than we were earlier, which is an absolutely crazy feeling to have on this first Ironman. So I don't think we're going to be done with the questing just yet. I think there's a few more I want to get done that'll really secure me in and I could really focus on a path from there. But between that to make going forward with questing in general just a little bit easier and just the count, honestly, I know it's not design. We got to do some agility. We got to jump over some rooftops. We got to grab some gold tokens. We got to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that to get the account right. I'm sorry. Also, I probably am going to try to shoot for getting the graceful top and bottom. I don't know if I'm gonna or when I'm gonna do all the rest of it, but I am gonna get the top and the bottom. So it's better to just get a jump on a little bit of agility now. I'm sorry. So we ended up getting 40 agility, which honestly feels like a really solid start. I'm not mad at it at all. We picked up a few marks of grace, so we got closer to the top and bottom pieces for full graceful. I'm really happy with it, and hopefully we see it when we start to do some of these quests earlier. Like we're trying to do Druidic ritual now, and something I started to notice, and something I guess I wanted to point out was how hard I think questing is going to be with this, and how differently everything is working as an Iron Man. I'm running across the map to kill a bear just to get the meat so I could do Druidic Ritual and unlock Herblore. On a normal account, I would have just bought a Grand Exchange, moved on. Earlier, I needed a rope, completely derailed everything I had going, and then it happened again with leather gloves. I forgot to grab them in Edgeville, threw everything off track. Now I'm shifting gears again, running around trying to get the bear meat, and it really hits you how different playing an Ironman is. It's slower, it's messier, but it's a lot more engaging, and honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. Now we talk to our boy Sanfu over here because we have the meat that we need for him, and we unlock herblore. Herblore is huge. We start getting these herbs as soon as possible so we can get experience on that skill as quick as possible. And another unlock that I think is absolutely huge is Go finishing up Priest and Peril. We get some early prayer experience. We jump up to 12, and we haven't even buried a bone yet. And then we unlock Mauritania, which is absolutely huge for all the things that it encompasses later. And with those two unlocks, the momentum is going to keep on flying. We jump right into the Grand Tree, a huge early quest to get. That attack experience is huge. 10k. Yes, we get agility experience. We move up to 41, and that's always appreciated. We grab a few shortcuts, but 38 attack, 34 magic, 31 combat. And honestly, I don't even think we really even have a weapon yet. That is so awesome. We talked to my man's King Arthur over here. We wrap up Merlin's crystal, Excalibur, talk about it. So now that we're done with that king, we talk to this king, who I much prefer because the gnomes know how to hook a early account up. 11k attack experience and access to the travel trees or whatever. 44 attack. I'm pretty sure we're still staff bashing goblins at this point. But I think I know what I want to do very soon. To maybe wrap up this episode. Um, Stay tuned. I told you we were staff bashing goblins. I told you that was our best move. But the plan that I think I know where I want to get to right now to wrap this up. I don't think we're going to be staff bashing goblins anytime soon. So maybe this, I don't know. Maybe this will give you a clue on where I want to go here, but we finished Goblin Diplomacy. Um I actually messed up the dies and I took me longer than I expected. Either way, Goblin Diplomacy done. Now we got to get some mining levels for Lost Tribe. Maybe some more people figure out what we want to go from here, but we're doing the Lost Tribe. And as I'm sitting here mining, it just got me thinking. What do you guys think the worst skill in the game is? I I personally think it's mining. I don't know. I'd rather do agility than mining, but that's just me. But this right here could be worse than the mining. Because and this is a classic, I've been talking about it this whole episode. I'm already feeling the difference of these Ironmans, right? You have to get two sets of the ham outfit for Death to the Dorgishin. I've been down here for too long trying to get these sets. I sit here and spam and spam. This is out of pocket. We got I'm having fun, but this one is something else. We get the sets either way for Death to the Dorgishin. We keep pushing. We show Zanuck got the blicky on her, of course. I feel like you gotta put this in here if you're gonna do this quest. Now, I said that the account was going to get some upgrades, and I really did mean it. We're going to get some upgrades on all fronts. I said earlier that we want to get High Alk as fast as possible, but we're still walking around and we don't have any mage gear at all besides this blue wizard's hat. Yeah, we got a battle staff, but this is going to give us an additional plus to our magic, which is going to help us with the next monsters that we kill. It's going to give us an even bigger upgrade, and we want those kills to be as efficient as possible so we can save as much resources and money. Before we use those new Zamrekian robes, we have to gather a little bit more money so we can buy a little bit more runes. And we did Death to the Dorgishin for a few reasons. One of them we'll get into a little later, but now for money. We can turn all this jewelry into money fast because we're going to be able to high alch it pretty soon. But not only that, because we've been focusing on magic, because we want high alch, became the enchant spells. And we could turn these pieces of jewelry into enchanted pieces of jewelry, like the Ring of Dueling from the Emerald Ring, or the Ring of Life from the Diamond Ring, or a Games necklace from a Sapphire necklace. And we could get teleports out of them, which is going to be huge because we're going to be questing a little bit. No, I've been saying the account's getting an upgrade. We're gonna get improvements on all accounts, but we are finally here. Zamorak Warriors, they drop a Rune Scimitar 1 in 50. If we could get our hands on an early little Rune Scimitar, it will probably be the biggest drop, biggest item the account has seen yet. With all of the improvements that we've got through skilling, so we can finally wield it, I think it is a perfect time that we play the little RNG game and see how quick we could get this Rune Scimitar. Because this Rune Scimitar is going to set us up for the entire account. It's going to be our best in slot for this Rune Scimitar is huge, and it cannot go understated. And if we could grab it early, like 1 in 20, we take that. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I don't even know. I think that's like one, two, three, four. That's like six. 1 in 20. What? What are we at? What are we at? 11. 11. And don't kill me, guys. I don't think I recorded it. I scrubbed every ounce of footage I have. But I told you we did Death to the Dorgushin for a few reasons. And this is the other one. We get the bone crossbow. We had some bolts. We had to spend some time in the ham storage room, and we're going to be spending more time in the ham storage room because we always got to keep our money up. But we were able to grab Zamorak robes, a rune scimitar, and a bone crossbow and bolts right here at the end of the episode. That sounds like a perfect way to end it to me. And that's going to be it for episode 1 on my very first Iron Man series. This has been awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys can stick with my me learning how to edit. This is all just so new to me. I really am just jumping into this. Follow me here, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on TikTok. Um, I'll have links in the description, but I can't thank you guys enough. I appreciate it. And stay tuned.